Hello, family. I am making this video just about a week away from your AP exam, and most of you guys are probably watching this right now with me in class. Part of the reason why I'm filming this is because I want everybody, all my AP Stats kids, to get the same message, and I want you to be able to refer back to it if you need to. So I just want to check in with you on what your plan of attack should be and where you should be spending your time over the next week. So, number one, if you haven't gotten Unit 8 or Unit 9 done, or both of them done, that is your first task that you are going to want to complete. And if I'm being very honest with you, if you haven't turned those things in yet, that concerns me a great deal, especially if you haven't started on the review problems that are in your elephant packet. So if you're still behind and catching up, like, the time is now. If you are serious about passing this exam, then the next 7 days of your life is AP Stats. I think that most of you guys know this, but AP classes are not the classes that you can study the night before the exam and pass. I would hope that after sticking it out for the entire year and doing all the work, you would want to be rewarded for that by earning your credit. And the only way that that's going to happen is if you review appropriately and you give yourself enough time to review. So, number one, you need to be up to date with the coursework. You need to have your 8 and 9 done. And if they're not done, you should do everything in your power to get them done today. Uh, After you have all of your review stuff in, so 8 and 9, you should have been working on the elephant packet that I gave you, specifically the blue and the green pages. There's about 25 to 30 free response questions, and then a bunch of multiple choice questions. Now, I've been working on those questions myself because I do them as well. I've been working on them since I gave them to you before May 1st, and I just barely finished my free response on Friday at school during our work time. So if you haven't started either of those reviews, there's no way that you will be able to complete them in a day or two. Like, you need to start now. I will make videos giving you some guidance on how to start those problems, but I haven't quite decided if I'm going to release solutions videos for the reviews or if I'm going to put them on a flash drive and you can come and get that flash drive from me when you're done and you want to check your answers. I am mostly worried that if I just release the solutions to you, then those of you that have just copied those solutions all year will copy them now. And in that case, what's the point of you even doing them? You're only doing it for a grade. So you will end up with an A in this class, but then you will fail your AP exam. So I feel very torn between whether or not I should have you come and get those solutions from me, or whether I should trust that you guys are making good choices and that you will only watch them when you're ready to watch them. So, yeah, so number one, you need to be up to date with your coursework. Number two, you need to get cruising on those reviews now. I would, at the very latest, I would finish those reviews and have your solutions checked by Friday. And then on Saturday, I would take the practice test 1, and on Sunday, I would take practice test 2. So you want to be done with all of your overviews, all of your unit work first. And I should have said that a long time ago. So if you're done with Unit 8 and Unit 9, but you haven't done the overviews yet, do those before you start your review. So overview should be done. Unit 8, Unit 9 should be done and turned in. Start your elephant packet review. The green and blue pages, those should be done and answers checked by Friday at the latest. Saturday, you should take one of your practice exams. Sunday, you should take the other practice exam. and then study on your own as you see fit. Now, I don't know that just doing the review packet is enough review and study for you guys to be successful on the test, because everybody learns different. But I can say for sure that the review packet is a good indicator of what you know and what you don't know. So if you can't do the review, then obviously you're going to struggle on your exam. For me, this review would not be enough. And I know that this amount of work is very overwhelming for some of you guys, but if you just make progress on it, I promise it gets easier and much more manageable as you go. But even though it is so much work, I don't think that it would be enough for me to feel good about the exam on Tuesday, May 25th. I think that I also would need to do studying that I know works for me. So what really works for me is making flashcards, writing things down, and running through those flashcards over and over again. The overviews would help me quite a bit. In fact, what would help me the most on the overviews is adding in things that I know that I need. So making sure that I have the foundation of my overview, which is the stuff that I give you, but then adding in things that are important that you know you might need help with as you take your exam. And remember, when you do those overviews, you should be treating them as, what are all of the things that I would want to know from Unit 1 if I could take these 10 overviews into my exam? Always treat those as with that intent. And honestly, that may be enough for me to do well on the exam. I may not need to make flashcards. The overviews and me actually writing stuff in on the overviews could potentially be enough study for me to be successful. Some of you guys have told me that what works for you the most is listening to me go through the problems and show you how to do them. So if that's you, you're going to want to, any way that you can, listen to the videos the days leading up to your exam. And probably the most helpful videos would be the solutions videos for your green and blue papers. Some of you guys need to see me do the problem. So it's not that you just need to hear me do it, but you need to see me do it. So same thing. At this point, I'm hoping that lots of you guys know what your what study method helps you the best. So you're going to need to lean on that to take the final step to be successful. I've given you all of the review problems that I think that you need. I've given you the overviews that I think are extremely important. And then that last final step is you doing what you would typically do to make sure that you are ready for your exam. If you've never done that before, if you've never been in a situation where you've studied for an exam before, and you have no idea what to do, you might want to come see me and we can talk it out. But I think for the most part, lots of you guys know what works for you. So I think that that's it. I think that that's all the things that I have to tell you. We'll have 2 more classes together if you're coming to class this last week before your exam. So just to recap, it's go time. You should be spending the biggest portion of your homework time for school in general on AP Stats over this next week. Studying the Sunday before is not going to be enough. I would bet my life on it, to be quite honest. So make progress every single day this week toward getting your AP stat stuff done. At the latest, you want your blue and green papers done on Friday so that on Saturday and Sunday, you can take those practice tests, or maybe you want to take one on Saturday and one on Monday. It doesn't matter to me when you take it, but you should wait to take those practice tests until like the day or so before your exam. So I think that's it. Get your 8 and 9 work in now. If it's done, I just need to check your notes really quick and I'll give it back to you. Your review will take me a second to check, but then I'll get it back to you. So if 8 and 9's done, get it in ASAP. If your overviews are done, get it in now, and then really get moving on your reviews. So that's it. I love you guys. I know that you can do this. I know that it's a lot of work, but when you have that college credit, I think that you'll look back and realize that it was worth it. All the time that you had to put in was worth it. So get to it. Love you. I believe in you. If you need any help along the way, just let me know.